The diaphragm is so misunderstood in general that I see a lot of singers doing very bad things with it all the time. So the number one questions I get all the time is, how do I control my diaphragm and how does it work? What do I have to do really to have full control over it? As if it was like, I don't know, like you're cooking something, or it's not like that. It's not what you think. You cannot necessarily control the diaphragm, and don't try to control it, because when you control something, and this is known by everyone, you try to control something, it doesn't go as planned. So just let go, let it do what it's supposed to do. Before we go on, make sure to subscribe to the Voice Guru channel. Find me on YouTube, on Instagram, and on Facebook. So let me start from the basics here. The diaphragm is a reaction, okay, to the breathing air. So the diaphragm is a reaction to the air coming inside of your lungs, and it'll help also the air come out of your lungs. Okay, so it'll help the air come in and come out. The key here is for you, when you want to sing, is to allow it to breathe in and then allow your body to exhale. Okay, when you allow the body to exhale, the diaphragm is just doing its job. You don't have to control anything. So this is why I rarely speak about breathing and the breath and whatever. I do have a playlist about the breath. Do make sure to watch it. But also, I never really focus a lot on the breath, because when I'm teaching a singer, when I'm coaching a singer or teaching a new student of mine, I work on elaborating that natural ease when you are breathing in and out. No one will teach you how to breathe in and out. You already know how to do that. However, you learn how to balance between breathing in and maintaining that exhalation when you sing. So, I just maintained that exhalation. How did it start? It started from one point, which is between my sternum and my belly button. Okay, so you can actually, I'm going to stand up. Here, you feel that between my sternum and my belly button, it's an area that is allowing the air to exist. So the breath exists because of this area. Now, it doesn't mean that you're going to start pulling and pushing in there. It just means that you can place your hands on that area to feel what you are doing. You won't control what you are doing. You will feel what you are doing. Does this make sense? So from that point, this is your force. This is the energy. This is where everything will become the voice. Okay? So this is where the force is located. I always ask my students or the singers I coach, where is the energy? Where is the source of the sound? Well, you know what? It's here. It's never here. Because the throat is just a passage to the amazing voice, okay? Because this is how it's going to project. Imagine that the voice is coming from here. So the force is coming from here, which means it's going to be very muscular. There's only a very few little things that I can do with this concept, because I'm overusing what should be actually kind of resting or just a reaction to the passing air. Don't forget that the voice, the vocal cords vibrate as a result of the passing air. Okay? So it's not the force. This is the motor. This is the electricity. Okay? And this is your end product. Singing is energy. Breathing is energy. You already know how to breathe. What you need to do is actually maintain that breath. Automatically, the diaphragm is engaged. No matter what you do, the diaphragm is going to be engaged. However, there's also a misconception that when we breathe in and when we're singing, the diaphragm is going to stay in place until we're done with the melodic phrase. But this is not true. The diaphragm will automatically lift itself back up as soon as you allow it to breathe out. Okay? So there is energy, and the source of the voice is the source of your breath, which is this area here. Now, never control it. Don't try to figure out how it's working, because in your case, if you're alive right now, it means it is already working. Your objective now is to maintain it and use it when you sing. Okay, so when you breathe in, just think of this. When you breathe in, the first thing you want to do is, after you breathe in, is actually allow the air to come out of you. Okay, so it's one cycle. It's an action and reaction. And you do this throughout the day, all your life, okay? But when you're singing, you're maintaining that action of exhalation because you're adding the sound to it. Make sure to check out the exercises I've posted a while back. There are 7 exercises, and you can do them every day to either warm up or learn something new as an exercise for vocal virtuosity and flexibility. So to end this episode, I just want to say that singing is not just physical, it's also mental, because most of the times we really want to do our best, which means that we really want to control the way we're singing, the way we're standing, the way we're breathing, the way we're doing everything in life, but it does not work like that. The voice works kind of like life, because you cannot necessarily control everything in your life, but you keep moving on. You kind of let go and you keep moving on. And it's the same thing that is applicable to the voice. You just breathe in, allow yourself, your voice, and the body to just be. Check out The Voice Guru on Instagram, on YouTube, and on Facebook, and check my blog, johnthevoiceguru.com. I'm John Tracy, and thank you all for watching.